selcouthmind.
Hello, everyone. It is indeed me, selcouthmind, or Sel for short, and I am here with the lovely RoadkillRevenge.
Hello.
Rhodey will say something in a minute, I'm sure.
Hello, sorry. I'm here. I promise.
Rhodey's gonna be here, joining me on comms, helping keep me calm. Trifox is a super cute game, but it gets a little stressful and hectic at times, so I'm really glad to have her along here on the ride. And so, without further ado, we're gonna jump in. So time is gonna start when I select this new save file. So time will start in 3, 2, 1, start.
Good luck, Sel.
Alright, so the story of Trifox, we're gonna skip the opening cutscene here, but basically, the big bad guy decides for some reason that he must have Trifox's TV remote. Don't ask me why. I don't know why the big bad guy can't get his own, but he needs Trifox's TV remote. So he comes and smashes up Trifox's house and takes his remote. Which means now we are on a journey to get it back, and it's going to be quite a journey. So first we're going to come in here, and the reason we're Trifox is we have 3 different abilities that we can have. So we can have, we've got warrior abilities, we've got mage abilities, and engineer abilities. So at the start of the run here, we take the warrior dash ability. We will switch to the mage teleport one later, but we'll use a little bit of things from all the classes throughout this entire run. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to be introduced to a nice little concept where we can grab things. This is a battery. We gotta put this battery in so we can open the door.
Yes, it's really interesting how this game has you swapping between these 3 different classes, but sort of getting... like, it has a whole lot of flexibility with how you play the game, and the speedrun, as we're about to see, uses those abilities to their full extent.
Indeed.
Yes, I don't know about you, but I also would be really mad if somebody broke into my house to steal my remote, especially if it's one of those fancy universal remotes. I might go on a rampage also.
Well, it's not even that. He, destroyed our entire house and, broke our TV. Something... Yeah. If we got time at the very end, we'll show you the, 15-second long ending cutscene. But yeah, we're going to come out here. I'm going to break these boxes here just to get a little bit more money, just to be safe. There isn't a whole lot of money routing in this game, but early on we do need a little bit, so you want to leave that level with at least about 650. I think I had it 680, which is not bad. And now that we finished the tutorial level, we are in the intro, or we're in the main area. This is the hub. Skip this little cutscene here. Thank you to the devs. They're so kind to let us skip things. And we're off into the World 1, Level 1.
Yeah, this game is a really interesting platformer that definitely takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of other fan-favorite platformers, like we saw Crash Bandicoot. The world layout really reminds me of that game a lot, but the platforming in this game is super-duper unique.
Alright, so there's a little skip we can do here. Saves a couple seconds. Let's see if I can get it. Nope, I did not get it. So if you land right on the very edge, you can skip that little cutscene there of being introduced to the ninja, but that's fine. We can just jump over here, go past.
It's a very interesting cutscene skip. You can also skip that cutscene if you just fall off and trick the enemy into yeeting themselves, but
then you take damage.
It's better just to watch the cutscene, yeah.
It's only about 3 seconds, so it's not a huge time loss. It's nice if you can get it.
Yeah, so here we're getting introduced to a little puzzly section. It's pretty straightforward though, mostly just platforming up and climbing around. Nicely done. Sometimes the platforming in this game, it gets a little floaty and a little, it can be easy to slide off things, so nicely done so far.
Alright, we're gonna push this plank. We gotta get both these buttons held down. So we just push that plank. And we're gonna drop the head here. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Okay, we're gonna. Alternate plan. I try and stand on it and hit the enemies.
Calculated.
Okay. Whew. There we go. I need to check how much money I've got. Okay, I'm gonna break these boxes just for some money, just in case.
It is nice that you're able to move some of these physics objects just by sort of kicking them around rather than having to like pick stuff up and place them like with that plank earlier.
Okay, we're gonna come over here, break this. There we go. Now I should be fine for money by the time I finish killing these enemies.
Yes, definitely better to be safe than sorry.
Oh,
Oh no!
I'm taking damage.
So in this game, you get money just by breaking open these sort of barrels and crates and things. Are there other places where you can get money from?
I'm trying to think. That is a good question. I actually don't know the answer to. I should know. You know, I do run this game. I should know it.
It's okay. Barrels and planks are all we care about.
Barrels and planks. That's fine.
We do have some money coming in from the viewers if you have some time.
Absolutely. We got time for one really quick donation.
All right, we have $10 from Swanky Tiger, cosplay and speedrunning. Take my money. And we are at about $1,600 out of $3,000 for that Tunic Fox cosplay that we really need to get. I know we can do it, y'all.
Yes, let's get more foxes.
More foxes. This is the start of the fox block. We gotta see some hype for the foxes
Exactly.
in this chat. I'm ready for it.
Here we're going to get introduced to the abilities room, and we're going to make the first set of purchases. We're going to buy the engineer movement ability, which we won't use in this run. And I think I put that on the right button. Yes, I did. And then we're going to buy the engineer flame turrets, which you're about to see why we get those, because they are the most broken thing in this game. Thank you, devs, for not fixing that when we discovered that we could use them for all sorts of shenanigans. So here's going to be our first major skip of the game, our first out-of-bounds section. We call this the Y skip because it skips, the level kind of goes in a Y shape from this point. So we put a turret here, and on top of this pillar, we put another turret down. We go over here, turret. That might be a little low. I can probably do it, that's fine. Ooh! The turrets are a little slippery.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the turrets in this game are that when you place them, it actually takes a moment for their like collision to turn on, and you can use that to sort of use them to platform straight through and climb into very, very interesting places.
That's a
that was interesting though.
I'm gonna restart. I got stuck up there.
Yeah, this is actually a very, very very, very tricky skip, but it does do a lot of work to show you sort of how useful using these turrets to climb can be, and also how slippery they are. I mentioned that some of the platforms are slippery, but the turrets sort of take that to a whole nother level. I really wasn't wanting you to put that there. That's so strange.
I was cooperating in practice.
All good. We'll get up there just shortly. In the meantime, are there a couple donations that maybe we could read off?
Definitely. We have $25 from Nux Tenma saying, "The Fox block is my new favorite GDQ event block. Let's get Carrarium and cosplay to make the Fox block just a bit more foxy." We have $15 from FM2 saying, "Helping Beatrix out with this as someone whose birthday is also today. Happy birthday, Beatrix." And then we have $6 from Anonymous, who with no comment, and that $6 is, we had a $6 donation train started for that Fox cosplay incentive, which we are currently making some progress on. We are at $1,652 out of our needed $3,000, so please make sure to get those donations in, and don't forget to click Add Incentive when you're donating.
Absolutely. I believe we can get there. And nicely done, Cell. That is, like I said, a very, very difficult and finicky trick, but it does allow Cell to get out of bounds here. And as you can tell, the physics of the game sort of acts strangely when you get into these unintended places. It has you sliding around on this train in a very awkward way. And what Cell's trying to do right now is to gain just a little bit more height to get on this higher up plane that is much easier to walk on, and it'll essentially allow her to get more cleanly towards the end of the level.
Yeah, just gonna get on this invisible ceiling, try not to fall down. There's a hole right there that will send you into a inaccessible area. And now we're at the end of the level. We just get most of it. This is fine.
Nicely done.
And here's for good crab RNG.
Crab RNG. Crab RNG.
So there's 2 phases of crab fights that we're going to do here, and then we will go fight Bob. We'll get to meet Bob in a minute. Bob is best character. Bob's my favorite.
Yes, you can't see them, but Cell was beating up some mean crabs. They're slightly under that awning.
Yeah, I'm just standing right there.
All right, so we love flipping switches and platformers.
Now this is the phase where things can go wildly. I was chatting with the world record holder last night, and he's gotten variances by as much as 30 seconds in the second phase of the crabs. And there doesn't seem to be a clear way to determine why it's so varied.
Yes, the nuances of crab AI.
The thing... Oh, hello. You're over here. Why are you over here? Oh, there's 2 of you over here. Why are you over here? That's a new spot.
Are you going to say the thing?
No. I see some devs in chat. Hello, devs. I see you.
All
So
right.
ideally, I want to finish this phase standing here in this section because there will be a cutscene that will trigger. And then if I'm already standing right here, it will automatically... There we go. That was actually decently clean. So because I'm standing here, this is cutscene 1, and then it's going to trigger cutscene 2 immediately after. And we get to meet Bob. Everyone, say hi to Bob.
Bob! We love Bob.
Bob is Big Crab.
He's this little guy. Big guy, I guess, relative to us.
And then we're going to put turrets down, and then we want him to try and hit us, not the turrets. The turrets will help melt him. I just need to not take too much damage from him, because that hurts.
Yeah, so you might notice that different attacks do different amounts of damage, and we're going to be seeing much more dramatic differences in those damage numbers later on when Cell unlocks some different abilities. But that was really nicely done. For the most part, the Bob was looking right at you. Because the turrets also have their own individual health bars and can get destroyed. And if they do, you have to replace them and wait on them to recharge. And it's a whole thing. So it's very nice to get the most efficient use out of those turrets as possible. Because they are constantly putting out damage. Especially when the bosses like Bob there sort of just stand next to them and let them just use their flamethrowers down at them.
Yeah, so we're on to World 1-3. For the most part, the 3rd level of each world is pretty straightforward. There's no real major skips. We kind of just have to do it as intended. The big exception is World 3-3, but we'll get to that. We got some time before we get there. We'll explain 3-3 when we get there.
Yeah, so tell me about this puzzle. So you're just taking these orbs and putting them into their right spots?
Yep, so we got orbs. We're going to put a skull there, and then we're going to come grab this one. And then we got our little Indiana Jones section here. Oh, hello.
Ow. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Wait. Fortunately, there's health.
That's very convenient health. That is definitely not there for... and because they know you're going to take a bunch of damage there or anything.
I did not Kobe that. Sad. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. I'm just not throwing these very well today.
Yes, the putt-putt segment. Oh no!
I have a shot.
I think Trifox doesn't know his own strength when it comes to how far he was throwing that ball.
Trifox is trying. There we go.
That's why they call him Trifox.
It's true.
TRY Fox.
Alright, and then we're going to come into this little cutscene here. We have the warrior. So there's 3 bosses in the game. And we got the warrior, engineers, and mage. They're based off our 3 classes. And you see the big bad guy there. He's the one who looks like he's got a brain with neon tubes sticking out of it on his head. They don't like us interrupting. So they're going to drop us down into this dungeon area. And so we got to solve this dungeon and come back. Because we must stop them. He has our TV remote. We can't allow him to run away with our TV remote.
You know, I will say, the fact that we're building all these turrets and tech, I would think that maybe we could build another TV remote, but honestly, I guess it's about the principle at this point.
I mean, he did kind of come and trash our home. You didn't see that because we skipped the opening cutscene, but he like really destroyed our house and our
Allegedly.
belongings. Very rude of him. But yeah, while we are kind of navigating this little dungeon section, that would be a great time if you got a couple donations specific.
Definitely. We have $5 from Half Beastie saying, "Hey Cell, good luck with the run and go get that remote back. You've got this, less than 3. $25 from Holly, Fox cosplay for Fox Block. And we are getting some good donations coming in for that. We're making some good progress. We are at $1,757 out of $3,000 for that Fox cosplay. That's right. Carrarium, our tunic runner, will be doing a Fox cosplay if we meet this incentive soon. And I hear that she is going all out for it. And I hear there will be Fox ears. So make sure to get your incentives, your donations in for that. Make sure to click the incentives when you're donating.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, Half Beastie is the world record holder. Lovely friend, and has done a lot of work in helping me learn this run and learn some new strats. But yeah, we went and we stood on that little button, and standing on that button triggered, sort of powered up a thing, and that's going to start unlocking the big door that the big bad guy stuck at. So now we gotta just get our way out. We could follow the cycles of these platforms. Woo! Hello!
Ah!
But that's really slow to follow the cycles, so instead we use the turrets to help climb up a little bit. Just a little bit faster.
Who needs to use those platforms when we can make our own?
Exactly! We have engineer turrets. Who needs platforms when you have turrets? But yeah, so we're gonna now take the skulls that we put down, and we're gonna swap their positions. So the bottom one, the one here that's on the bottom, we're gonna grab it, and we're gonna go swap it over here to the upper one. And then we can make this nice jump so we can avoid the enemies.
Nice.
And swap the upper one to the lower one. And that's gate number 2 unlocked.
Easy peasy.
And now we get to an area with my favorite enemies, the invisible ones. They don't cause us too much trouble, though. So yeah, we're going to come stand on a few platforms, and that's going to unlock a few gates, and eventually we'll unlock part 2 of that door up there. So if there's other things you need to read, Pacific, now would be a great time.
Definitely. We have $25 from Umrah T. Burns saying, "Here's to yet another fantastic Fatales event." We have $50 from TMS LFT saying, "Back-to-back cute Fox games? Yes, please. Good luck to the runners." And then we have $100 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much for that. And an update for our Tunic cosplay. We are now at $1,907 out of our 3,000 needed, so we're almost 2/3 of the way there. Let's keep those donations coming in. I know we can make it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So yeah, as you can
we
see,
have a question in chat if you have a sec.
yeah, I will look in just a moment.
Oh,
So
I
as you
can-
saw in that cutscene, the other side of the door has been opened. So now we gotta make our way out of the dungeon. You might be wondering, how do we do that? Well, you know what? That's actually going to be really easy. So we're gonna come up back to this main room. Triggers a little cutscene, and something that I didn't realize when I played this casually. But you saw that gate just open there, and now the box has dropped. Yeah, that's open the entire time. You don't actually have to complete this fight.
Huh.
You can just go whoop whoop through, and I just landed on the
funny.
button. Perfect. There we go. That saves a minute if you can land on that button.
Nice.
And then now we have a classic water escape section, but the water moves really slowly, so we can just kind of take our time. Really easy to outrun it.
You gotta love those time sections that are definitely meant for casual players and not speedrunners, because they you can sort of ignore them when you're going fast anyway. So yeah, somebody was asking about the mage dash and if that would actually make it faster to go through that dungeon section.
I don't think so. I'm noticing, looks like looking chat, one of the devs and as well Half Beastie, well, Record Holder has replied. But yeah, no, the warrior dash is useful. Alright, so I'm gonna set up a little skip here if I can get up here. So you can do a thing where you can just place turrets on the walls, or that works. Okay, you know what? There is a new thing, new tech that was found. I'm not very good at it yet. But you can basically put turrets there and be fine. We're just gonna do this the old school way. Woo! Hello. Please do not kill me.
Yeah, this fight throws a whole bunch of really mean enemies at you at once, so being able to use those turrets, we're going for it again, I believe. Those slippery turrets.
They're so slippery. So advantage of this is if you can get on top of them, they can't reach you, but they also all congregate under you, so then they just have 3 turrets just pouring fire on them. And it's fast, but it's fine. Okay, and why are you still at full health? This is the worst enemy in the game. Really, really hurts. We'll see gunners multiple times in this run. They're just annoying. And if you get too close to the warrior in this fight, the warrior will bonk you back away from him. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, that is 3-3 done.
Nice.
And we are on to our first boss, which is the warrior. And here we get introduced to the concept of being able to throw things. So we've already thrown things around, but here we really learn about how to throw things. And we get explosives. Because who doesn't love explosives? So we're gonna grab that, we're gonna throw that, explode open that door, and then we got the warrior. But he's a bit of a coward. He's gonna go stand up on these platforms and let his little minions do things. Except we know the secret. We know how to make them come down. We're gonna do that. Come here, you. Don't run away.
Very convenient that these batteries are unstable enough that you can throw them and they explode.
Yes, that is very handy. Alright, 3 turrets down. Alright, so yeah, you throw 2 batteries at a platform he's on, and that knocks him down. And we do about 1/3 of his damage, and then he'll jump to the other one. And now we repeat. So, we got a minute for donations. Anything you gotta read?
Definitely. I have a $10 donation from Osmorn saying, I'm so happy to see selcouthmind running at Frost with this amazing game. I remember when we first met through Trifox, and I can without a doubt say it was one of the best decisions I've ever made, purely due to getting to know Sel. She's been nothing but an amazing friend to me, and she's great at everything she does. Good luck, Sel. Thank you for everything you do, and let's hope Final Boss treats you well today. Your friend, Oz.
Oh, thank you, Osmorn. Yeah, amazingly, this is the game I met Osmorn through. We were learning it together to submit to second submission period for AGDQ, because this game actually came out in October of last year, so it's actually still quite a new release. But yeah, the final boss here now teaches us don't drink battery acid, please. Life pro tip: please do not drink battery acid.
I was just about to do that.
Yes, maybe don't do so. All right, so we did a little bit of a manipulation there. I went and hit him before he started, and that forced him to spin. And then we placed 3 turrets down. I'm gonna hope I can one-phase him. I don't always get to one-phase him. Come on, come closer. No, this is not gonna be one phase. This will be 2 cycle. Okay.
It's pretty close though.
Pretty close.
Yeah, the boss can definitely be finicky to sort of hold there in one place, because in addition to his attack that goes forward and destroys your turrets, he will also just sort of move back as you hit him, which is why he sort of went out of range of the turrets, but still very, very good through cycle.
I'm gonna just gather a bit of gold for safety. Alright, now we're gonna go for our second shopping spree. Who likes shopping in chat?
I do.
Well,
I'm not
Very
in chat.
good.
I mean, I guess I am, but
Well, you are in chat, but you're also in voice. We're gonna go shopping. Do you usually buy mage bombs and Gatling guns when you go shopping?
I do actually.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then you will love these purchases.
Oh, what great purchases you just made. Exactly what I would have chosen. Very fashionable.
Excellent. So yeah, I bought two things. I bought a mage ability. We call it the mage bomb or the mage ball. This is the largest AoE attack in the entire game. And then I also bought the Gatling gun from the engineer tree, and this is the highest DPS damage. So it does a lot of low damage, but very rapid and consistent. And in conjunction, the two of them together are super powerful. So you're going to see me use those a lot as we continue.
Yeah, you do have to be careful with the mage bomb though, because it does damage you as well as your turrets. Is that right?
Yes, it is true AoE. It hurts everything.
Also, in addition to making our own platforms, Trifox also makes its own elevator.
Yep. Yep. I think that was one of the first skips found in the entire game is we don't need to turn on the elevator. We can just turn it up. All right, so mage ball.
Yeah, as you can see, that mage ball took out like basically that enemy's entire health by itself. It is an extremely, extremely powerful ability in this game.
And we're just going to run away from all of these enemies, grab this battery. As the alarms are going off, we're going to try not to get hit too many times. Outrun the RPGs. That always scares me, because the RPGs hurt a lot.
Thank goodness it doesn't damage you in the cutscene.
No, that is... Thank you, devs. This game is hard enough without adding something like that. Ooh, throw it! Thank you, Trifox. Why? Okay, we're gonna get in, we're gonna do a quick restart, and now I'm actually gonna switch temporarily to my mouse, just for better aiming in this section. So I need to trigger both of those, and that's gonna power up the platform I'm on, and then it's just survive. So if you got any donations to read Pacific, now is a good moment for that.
Oh yes, we have tons of donations coming in. Thank you. We have $25 from Gretto Barks saying, gotta contribute for the Fox cosplay. Good luck to all the Fox game runners. And we are at $1,982 out of $3,000 for that Fox cosplay. So we really need to get those donations in for that incentive in order to see Carrarium do a Fox cosplay in her Tunic run. We have $150 from Annie as well, saying Fox cosplay, let's go! And then $20 from JPEG, more foxes for the Fox block. I want to see that Carrarium Fox cosplay. We all definitely want to see that. We have $25 from Nightingale saying thank you for doing what y'all do.
Yeah, so just real quickly here, now we have a bit of an auto-scroller, because what kind of game would be inspired by the classics like Ratchet and Clank and Crash Bandicoot without having a rail section? So we have our rail section, we have a shooty gun, we can shoot things. Yeah, for the most part, you can kind of take whatever path you want, and it's pretty much all the same time-wise. So again, got a few more things to read, got about another minute.
Definitely. We have $25 from Billy Phoenix saying, shout out to Sense Mom and that amazing prize donation. And don't forget, when you donate, you will also be entered in for prizes. Not only will you be contributing money towards such a great cause, but you can also get in submission for a prize donation. You can also enter in for these incentives. Make sure to click those when you're donating. So you can really just get 3 for 1 there. We also have $50 from Lexi Luddy saying, be brave, little fox. And we have $10 from Mr. Game and Shout saying, shout out to the runners, commentators, hosts, chat mods, tech crew, and everyone else working to make Frost Fatales 2023 the amazing thing it is. Additional shout out to the person in chat who taught me that the correct plural of blahaj is apparently blahajar. P.S. Trans rights.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Thank you everyone so much for all those donations, so much generosity. All right, and now we're coming into World 2-2, and this has a major skip. Much like in 1-2, we get out of bounds very early and go straight to the end of the level. But first, we gotta grab this rock, we gotta block up that steam vent. Because, you know, it turns out we can do a lot of things as Trifox. We cannot walk through a curtain of steam. We're just gonna kind of go over here. Say hello to the gem chest. These are extra collectibles. We don't collect any of them in this run, and it's very important that you don't collect that one, because if you don't, you can't jump over here. So we're out of bounds, where things are very wonky. There's all sorts of weird invisible walls over here. Let's see if I can first try this.
This is very, very tricky platforming.
Okay.
In addition to there being very interesting sort of climbable, unintended terrain out here, if you fall here, there is also no death plane. So if Cell falls, she'll have to reload her quick save and lose some progress to try again. But luckily, she got it first try. Made it look easy.
That was a very clean 2-2. I am very pleased. And I get some hype in chat. That was way
so harder than they made it look. Yeah, in addition to that, though, she still has to be careful, because out here on this sort of out-of-bounds area, there are random holes in the terrain that she can fall through, but she knows the way, don't worry, and made it to this encounter further into the level pretty easily.
Yeah. So this is technically the second last room of the level, but we have to complete this room first in order to make the very final big enemy spawn. If you don't complete this room, the big enemy just doesn't spawn. So here we're introduced to shield bearers. They're really annoying. You can only attack them from behind. Fortunately, they're really easily distracted by turrets. So you can just put a turret in front of them, and then they'll just attack that instead of us. And then we have a very Looney Tunes moment here, where... You know?
Yeah, a lot of these combat encounters seem to be based on either getting the enemy to attack you and not the turrets, or the other way around.
Also, we're just gonna not... I have about 10 HP. That was a little sketchy. That was a little close for my liking, but that was a very clean 2-2. I am very impressed with that.
Very, very well done. As they say, you only need 1 HP to get through the level, right?
Very true.
I have a quick update on our Fox cosplay donation if you have time.
Yes.
We have reached the $2,000 mark now, so we have $3,000 is our goal. We're currently at $2,045, and we do need to make sure that we get this incentive met 30 minutes before the Tunic run begins. So it's actually going to be closing soon, because of course Carrarium has to have time to put on her cosplay. So make sure to get those donations in now. Don't hesitate, and make sure to add the incentive when you're donating.
And you know what? We are coming up to one of the hardest moments of the run. As we like to say, we're coming up to coffee break. So this is a perfect time to get donations in as we enter coffee break. So
excellent. We have some great donations here. We have a $25 from Arcanus saying, I think I missed the $25 train from earlier, but hoping to revive it. Best of luck to all runners, and I look forward to seeing some great games done quick. Gotta go fast. $25 from Liz Angelina. Fox cosplay to play a funny Fox game? Count me in. We have $100 from Garg saying, 2 down, let's push. So proud of Pacific hosting this event. Great runs. Thank you, GDQ, for all you do. Thank you, Garg. $25 from Chuckles W73 saying, Bergie. We have $5 from The Dupus. So glad to be watching Frame Fatales with my beautiful fiance, Kat. I love you so much, sweetheart, and can't wait to get gay married. May our hearts be our guiding key. Lesson 3. Congratulations.
Aww.
Yes, congrats.
We have sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna mention, Cell has been hyping up this level as the hardest level in the run. As you can tell, there is a whole lot of action going on the screen, and Cell is doing a whole lot in this encounter.
Mm-hmm. Incredibly difficult movement. Very difficult movement. Coffee break. It is about 2 minutes of just nothing, where we can just stand still if you can get up there and just chill. But yeah, onto the rest of the level. So this is again following the sequence of World 3 generally being a pretty unbreakable one. Not a lot of skips. We're going to just level pretty much as intended as I proceed to fall and...
One nice thing about this game is if you do fall, it's very, very generous about if you just even touch the side of a platform, it will often just respawn you up onto the platform that you're going towards as opposed to sending you backwards. So not too much of a time loss for those falls, luckily.
No, and fortunately I knew there was a full health restore right there. So we're on the elevator. We're going to see this elevator a lot in this level. And so this elevator is going to take us down level 3 levels. And we're going to have to go off different places. We're inside of like a secret base. And we're going to actually learn the secret here of how to defeat the engineer twins who you see on screen. And that is the boss for World 2. So we're going to just put some turrets down real quickly, if I can place this one. Thank you, game. Put those turrets down there and come wait over here. We're going to wait and... just a nice little mage bomb.
I really love the engineer twins, by the way.
The engineer twins they are a mood.
They're chaos goblins and I love them.
You love a good chaos goblin. Alright, and then a nice little sneaky strat is you put a turret right there actually. And the reason you put a turret there is there's going to be a mech walker, which are a new enemy to this world. It's going to spawn. As you can see, it spawned, but it couldn't come through the door. So then when the door closed behind it, it actually just closes on it and crushes it. So then we actually don't have to fight it, which is really nice because they're really high health and they're very annoying to deal with. And they spawn these little like electronic spider babies that do a stupid amount of damage if they explode on you. It's very annoying. So it's very nice that we can just kind of skip that. I'm gonna take a moment here to grab this health, just to be safe. Aha, you're still here.
Sneaky.
Ooh.
So the enemies in this game that shoot projectiles actually used to do a whole lot more damage, is that true?
Yes, so I believe these little gunners that you see here used to do 10 damage per bullet, and now they do 7. The only ones that didn't get changed, if I remember correctly, and the devs chat can confirm, I believe it's the RPG ones that didn't get changed.
As you can tell, though, they still are meanies.
They still do a lot of damage.
There's a lot of danger in this level.
There's a lot just happening. I'm probably going to die here. That's fine. I'll get respawned right there at that entrance. Oh, I didn't die to the exploding barrel. I managed to be out of the way. Boxer, don't you hit me.
If you ask nicely, I think maybe he
And then just for safety, put the turrets down for safety. Yeah, so what we were introduced to there is the idea of those little turrets. And you had to break the walls around them to access those levers to pull. And as we're going to discover when we meet the engineer twins in the next level, that is indeed how you fight the engineer twins. So yeah, we're going to set up again just on the opposite side, put down turrets on this side, same thing as before, so if there are more donation specific, go ahead.
Definitely. We have $15 from Sleepy Eden. Fox Hype, we're so close. We are getting so close. We are at $2,295 out of $3,000 for that Fox cosplay incentive for Tunic, which I know we can make it to. We're running low on time for that, so make sure to get those donations in. Make sure to add your incentive before you click donate. And we are about $700 away from that, so let's make sure to get that incentive met. We have $30 from Freckles Fox Cosplay. We have $25 from Luarian. Let's get that box. $25 from Craig. Huff, huff. I'm not too late for the train, am I? Tickets, please. All aboard for more GDQ. We have $25 from Lee Cheer. with no comment. Thank you so much. $25 from Shore. $25 hoping the fox doesn't have to eat bark. $25 from Liz Angelina. Carrie Carrarium, I think there aren't berries in Tunic. Good luck to one of my fave streamers, and thanks everyone for making this event happen for such a great cause. $25 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much, but on that $25 train for the Tunic incentive.
Ooh, we can do it. I have faith in chat.
I have complete faith in chat.
So yeah, now we're on to the second section where I'm gonna hope I don't die. My health is eerily low. I don't like how low it is for this, but you know what? It's fine, we can do it. As long as I don't fall, which I
What's a
intend
little
doing.
adventure with no risk?
Very true. Alright. I am going to break these boxes though in the hopes of health. Oh!
Here.
I say as I proceed to fall off the edge, but that's fine. Gives more time to practice breaking boxes. Alright, and the same deal. We're gonna just do this again. Woo. As I proceed to have about 10 HP and die to a boxer swing. This is fine.
Those boxers have deceptively high amount of HP considering that they seem like smaller enemies.
They really hurt. The boxers actually annoy me the most in my runs usually. There we go. Second time's the charm. Easy, easy.
Yeah.
There we
Nicely
go.
done.
And it's very handy, you know? The design of this place. Very nice. As you can see, we can just go to this teleporter right here, and boom! We're back to the start of the area. Back to our elevator. And now for this third fight, I'm actually going to jump off the elevator early, and we can get to that fight even sooner. We're going to wait, we'll be able to see the enemies down below in a minute. And
I love that the twins just turn on their cameras just to laugh at you for a little bit.
they are very chaotic. Yeah, as you can see, the mecha walkers spawning those little spider guys. They're very annoying. They will explode and hurt you more than you think.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, is that one of the enemies that earlier you locked up into the room?
Yes, that is the mech walker. Okay,
I can definitely see why it's worth not fighting them if possible.
Yes. Alright, so we're going to try and lock in this shield guy with turrets. And we're going to try and mage ball this guy.
I have a quick update for the Tunic Fox cosplay incentive, if you have some time.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
We are now at $2,530 out of 3,000, so we only have 500 more to go about. So we are so close to meeting that incentive. So chat, please, please keep those donations coming in. We are so close.
So close. And you know what? That was a really clean 2-3, so just in time for us to go meet the engineer twins. Kat, can you get there before I beat the engineer twins? I have faith. I think you can.
Absolutely.
And
let's keep that train going.
Hopefully they don't give me trouble. There's some cool skips in this particular level, including one that we'll see in a moment. That was discovered completely by accident. Happy to see the world record holder was just doing some runs casually, and I had the honor of being in chat when this skip was discovered. And it was such a surprise that we were both absolutely bewildered what had happened. Yeah, mech walkers get spawned. We start with one mech walker, and then we have to go forward and pull that lever.
Sounds easy, right? I'm sure it'll be easy to pull the lever. I find it very appropriate that the engineering boss just sends a bunch of gadgets at you rather than bite you with themselves.
Yeah, they prefer to have have their minions do the work. We're gonna grab this health because yikes. This fight can get really visually confusing. There's a lot happening on screen. So round 2, we get 2, and 2 mech walkers, and then round 3 we'll get 3. And this time, once we defeat them, because we got to the central turret so quickly, this time they're gonna throw some walls up, but this is a skip. We can get ahead, and we can actually beat the walls spawning in. If I time it correctly. I don't always time it right. So fingers crossed. And fingers crossed, I don't get stuck in the wall, because that happens sometimes.
Fox claws crossed.
I did not get it. Which is okay. Multi-purpose turrets. We just go whoop.
I have some more updates on that incentive if you have time.
Yes, while I'm fighting this, go ahead.
Sure thing. We have $2,705 now out of 3,000, so we're so close. We're about $300 away from that Fox cosplay incentive, where Carrarium will dress up as the protagonist of the game Tunic for our next Tunic run. So you definitely want to see that. We don't have much time left for that because she will need time to get into that cosplay. It's quite detailed, I've heard, and I've heard there will be Fox ears. So make sure to get your donations in. Don't forget to click Add Incentive before clicking the final donate button.
Yes, we can get there, chat. You can do it.
There's so much going on in this fight. It's honestly so impressive that you're able to avoid all of these rockets and shoot these enemies and the barrels.
Ooh!
And there's just a lot of chaos going on right now.
That was a barrel. That was a barrel that exploded right on me.
Speaking of, did I curse it?
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna let the turrets do their work and play this a little bit safer. So the one thing, this game can be quite difficult with health, but the one thing I will praise the devs for is they were very generous about ensuring that health will spawn. They can refuel it. It's like, I'm very grateful to the devs. They've made it, it's a challenging game, but it's also a fair game. All right, let's get the skip. Hey, I got the skip this time. Let's go.
Yay.
So that saves a few seconds. Woo! As I try not to stand on electric.
Yeah, it's definitely faster to dash through the fence than to climb over it, or go around it like they intend you to.
Ooh, okay.
Those floors are being mean.
The floors are very, very deadly because the whole floor becomes electric at the same time in the third phase. Oh. But yeah, that is World 2 done.
Let me know when you have some more time for donations because we have tons rolling in.
Absolutely. I need to go shopping again, sort of, kind of. We're going to do a quick little swap of abilities here as we head into World 3. So, used to be we would just swap to the Mage Teleport for 3-1. But now, as of a new route about 2 weeks ago, we now use Mage Teleport for the rest of the game. So as we get into 3-1, I'll let you read a couple donations and then I will start explaining World 3.
Awesome. We are about $300 away for that Fox cosplay go. We have tons of donations coming in for that. We have $50 from non-binary code saying two $25 luxury tickets for Fox cosplay train, please. This time I put, and then he put a Fox emoji. This time I put the Fox emoji and then still wrote it anyway. Fox cosplay. What does the Fox say? Trans rights, of course. We have $25 from Lexological. Let's go chat speedrun that incentive. We have $25 from Fox saying, hi everyone, it's Tunic Fox here, or is it Trifox? Oh gosh, I'm not sure anymore. But you know what I am sure about? We're really, really close to making Carrie Carrarium cosplay as me. So if you all get to 2.8K, I'll donate another $200 to get us over the finish line. Oh yeah, this is going to the cosplay too, of course. Fox emoji.
Yay, awesome.
Really nice mage jump there.
Yeah, so what you saw me do there was I put a turret down to give me a little bit of height. And then from there, I was able, woo! I'm gonna reset that. I don't know if I can get back from there. There's some holes in that ceiling, that's fine. You can see it again. I can explain it as I do it. So we put a turret down. And then from on top of the turret, if I, shoot, I fell off. it's faster to just reset that than to wait for it to despawn. But yeah, you put a turret down. The turrets are still very powerful. Double jump, and then mage teleport up. That gets you up here, and then we're on top of an invisible ceiling, which is just over this entire area.
Knowing where the holes are in the invisible ceiling, I'm sure takes quite a bit of time to get used to.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say it's very, very nice that this game does have that built-in quick save, quick load, because it makes it to where stuff like that, if you fail the trick, you can always just quick load and try it again.
And now we are jumping on a few more invisible walls, and we're falling into the final fight. This fight is very challenging. There is no checkpoint in the fight, so if I die, even as the last enemy dies, I must do the entire fight again. So, wish me luck, chat. And yeah, if you want to read some more donations right now, absolutely go for it.
Awesome. We have some more donations pouring in for that Fox cosplay. We have $5 from Scoots. Chugga-choo. No, I think I got that wrong. Anyway, $5 train for that Fox cosplay. Let's go. We have $5 from Anonymous. Come on, Fox play. Go. Fox cosplay. Go, go. We have another $5 from Space Explorer unit for the $5 train saying choo-choo. $10 from Alshline saying must have more foxes. And an update on that incentive, we are about $300 left with $2,700 total towards that 3,000 goal. So we're so close, we just need 300 more and we are running out of time for that. We need that in time for Carrarium to be able to get ready and get her cosplay all ready for Tunic Run, which is coming up right after this Trifox run. We also
so
have...
far this fight is going really well. There's just a lot going on, a lot of different enemies, and a lot of... Luckily, though, there are rocks and things like that Cell can break that give her, if she's lucky, extra health to help back up and just make it a little bit safer. As you can see, these enemies, they get caught sort of in the wrong place, especially those boxers, which are just meanie heads, will just take huge chunks out of her health. So far, she's managing them really, really well, though.
The RPG guys are the worst. Yes, this is phase 2, where we get a bunch of boxers and RPGs. And then the third phase is going to be 2 more shield guys, which are annoying, but less annoying, actually, than phase 2, in my opinion. Yeah, that might be... There we go, we're into phase 3. Not a lot's here besides just... I gotta fight the shield guys, so again, let's get more donations going, let's get more hype for that incentive.
Definitely. We have $10 from Alshline, must have more foxes. We have $25 from J.O. Fox, 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 Fox. We have $25.42 from Kamikaze. This donation is remarkable because it contains a comment in big friendly letters that spell, "Don't panic." We have some more donations on that $5 train for the Fox cosplay incentive. $5 from Ellis with no comment. Thank you so much. We have $25 from Anonymous saying Fox cosplay. We have another $5 from Anonymous on that $5 donation train. And an update for that Tunic cosplay incentive. We are now at $2,870 out of the $3,000 needed, so we are just about $100 away. So please, please keep those donations coming in. We're so close. We're almost there.
Yeah, super close. All right, we are on to 3-2. This is a level that has had a number of route changes. First of which being, I go over here and I use the mage teleport to just go through a wall. It doesn't save too much time, but it does save
and it looks
a few seconds, so, you know. It looks very cool. It's fun to do. We used to have to do that section right there with turrets.
Announcement for you guys, we just met that Fox cosplay incentive,
ahead.
so we made it!
Yay!
Thank you so much, chat, for getting all that money in for such a great cause, and we will officially see Carrarium in a Fox cosplay for the next Tunic run. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah! Awesome. Good job, chat. Super proud of you as we go into the level. Oh, hello. Let's not fall down. All right, so now I'm going to try and get up here. I'm going to try to not land on that gondola, because if I do, it actually sends me to a different checkpoint. So, tricky thing with this level, if I die before phase 3 of the final fight of this level that we're coming up to, I go all the way back to the start. All the way. Because we skip all the checkpoints, which is fun. We're coming into a little bit of blind movement here, which has actually been made easier with the new strats. We're gonna come up here. I can't see myself. This is concerning. There we go. Good Trifox. Sorry, camera's a little janky there. Sorry if that caused motion sickness for anyone.
Nicely done.
And now we're up here. Yeah, we used to have to make a much more risky jump, and it took longer. Then we come up here. We're just going to stand up in here. There's a little solid block under there. We're going to drop down into a cutscene trigger, and boom, we're in the final fight.
Nicely done. That was really flawless. That again is a lot of this like really interesting movement, combining blind movement and just knowing where the hitboxes for those things are. But yeah, so luckily the cutscene that starts this boss fight actually extends a little bit outside the arena, which is what allowed Cell to drop down from outside and just trigger the boss. However, like she said though, this is very, very risky because because she entered the cutscene from outside like that, that also meant that she didn't hit any checkpoints before this boss. Which, like she said, if she dies before the 3rd phase of this boss, that will set her all the way back to the very, very beginning of the level. So this fight is very, very stressful in this run for that reason. It's a huge, huge reset point. So for this first phase, she just has to place down these turrets, avoiding lots of enemies, as well as various hazards in the room, and destroying this crystal in the center of the room. The enemies are doing a lot of body blocking here for these turrets, which is unfortunate, but she's doing a very good job of avoiding them so far. And hopefully, I believe she has to get down to around half health here.
Yeah, and I also have there's a mage enemy up on the one platform there. Yay! That was healing up the crystal, so I was fighting against it. But very good, very good. We hit a checkpoint and reset checkpoint. So now at this point, if I die, I restart right here. So much safer.
And the reason she did a quick save there, or quick load, once she hit that checkpoint, was because whenever you load in at the, as if, you had loaded a save here, a lot of the enemies that had spawned and were running around, the game sort of expects you to have been dealing with during the other phases. And doing that load just gets rid of them, so now they're just not in the way anymore. And it doesn't really lose any time, but it gets rid of a whole lot of enemies that are in the way. So she's just running around the arena, killing these little crystals on the side that were protecting the main boss area here, as well as dealing with some of these wizards that, like she said, are healing up the crystal, because that makes it slower and much more difficult to consistently get damage off. But now she can place these flame turrets right here next to the crystal and hopefully have them do their job. There we go.
Alright, now we have two of these big gunners. They are the worst. I will probably die here a couple of times. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed.
Let's get some energy in chat. This is a really, really tough fight. There's
they just do so much damage. Each one of their bullets individually does 15 damage. If they slam you down with their gun, that's 30 damage. Also have a lot of little ones still kicking around. They're not dying very quickly. Oh, game, please. Health, game, no. Please.
One thing to note too, so we're mentioning this 15 to 30 damage numbers. You have 100 health, right?
In normal difficulty, yes.
Yeah, so 30 damage or even 15 damage is a significant portion of health, considering how many bullets and how many attacks are going out. So yeah, these enemies hit hard. One of them went down though, which is nice.
Yay,
less
good.
thing to worry about. And turrets, come on, turrets, I believe. At least he is targeting them and not her right now, because that damage can add up very quickly, and now she can mow him down and finish the fight.
Okay, no death. Good.
First try, really, really nice job on a very, very hectic fight.
Alright, and now we're going to go to 3-3, which, I said that the third level of each world we had to do pretty normally. 3-3 we have broken so completely that it is the longest level in the game casually. It's the shortest one in the speedrun. It's something. So I think Beastie in chat can confirm, I think he's done it in as fast as 1 minute 15 seconds. I am not that fast. You can do it real quick. First, we're gonna come here. We have these 4 skulls we have to put in. This is like the only part we do intended in this entire level. Doop-a-doom.
Yes, there's 4 skulls here that are just sort of scattered around this arena that you have to sort of collect and put into the slots. Which means that Cell doesn't really have to pay too much attention to the enemies, mostly just focus on getting those skulls and throwing them so that they're closer to where they eventually have to be. Wow, you almost Kobe'd that one. I don't know if they go in that way.
They can't. You can't throw them in, unfortunately.
It's pretty close, though.
But you can stand behind them to do it, which is very nice. All right, and then we're going to jump down into this pit.
Oh, the devs weeping about this level in chat.
Oh, 111, yeah. Go really quick. All right. And so there's 4 trials in this level. You're supposed to like do these 4 different areas, except we don't anymore. Instead, we're just going to break these 2 front crystals, which the turret's a little far back for that. I'm going to help it out. Oh, never mind. It's going to get it. It's going to trigger like a bunch of cutscenes on top of each other. I will have control. There we go. Oh, hello. I was too far back though, and that's fine. If you get it correct, you can drop a turret at the same time. Come on, let me move. Okay, it wouldn't let me move in the cutscene. But yeah, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna stand on that, and then I do not like my camera. Woo. A little bit of blind movement here.
See, what Cell's doing in this blind movement is using those turrets to get out of bounds once again.
And then, surprise, when you land in this room, the exit portal just spawns. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Super easy. Super chill. And that is 3-3 done. It's such a cool... 3-3 is such a cool level. I highly encourage you to check it out casually, explore it. There's so many cool things in that level, and we just skip all of it now. Okay, on to one of my least favorite levels, which is the Mage boss. This is the final boss of World 3, and then after this is the final boss, so we are getting close to the end of the run. The Mage boss we can kind of break, but the Mage boss is also kind of annoying to fight at the same time, so fingers crossed that I can do this without too much trouble.
Yes, there's a little bit of sequence breaking that goes along in this fight by using those turrets to climb up on these pillars. I'm actually not even sure what you're supposed to be doing casually in this level, but as you're about to see, it involves breaking a lot of crystals and climbing to get to them in a way that is not super duper intended. But for now, just breaking some crystals and doing some damage. Now the arena totally changes. Drop some health for safety, which is nice. And that mage dash.
The intended thing to do is to sort of just dodge a bunch of attacks on the ground and then just wait for the towers that these are on to drop to the ground. Except that's really slow, so we just climb up. Since we're using the mage teleport now instead of the warrior dash, we can use that to help us jump, but here we are going to use the turrets. Climb up. There we go. I need one more.
Nicely done. Now, since Cell's not supposed to be up here, there is some weird... oh no! Some weird camera interactions with the sort of terrain on the roof here.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Sound good. Okay. Nicely done. This is very, very challenging because in addition to, the arena constantly changing and not being able to see where you are once you're on the top of these pillars, like we've mentioned before, standing on these turrets is slippery, and so having to climb up a bunch of them in sequence like that while things are shaking and while stuff is getting in the way of your camera is very, very difficult to do.
Oh, it's this attack. Okay. I'm gonna be patient and wait out this attack. Come on. What are you doing now? Oh, this attack, okay. I'm going to play this a little bit more as intended just to be safe because I don't have enough health to do the speed strat. Oh, and I died, okay. Alright, we're going to try this. Phase 3 again. This happens sometimes.
Maybe
Donations.
now would be a good time? Yeah.
Definitely, we've got some coming in here. We have $25 from Flying Cajun. Love this community and all they do. It's so heartwarming to see women speedrun. Thanks to everyone for their hard work. We have $15 from Otter Pigeon. Cool fox cosplay and education. Sounds like a steal. Everyone is doing a great job. Keep it up. P.S. Chat is cute and trans rights. And we are really close to $30,000. We're about $600 away from that. So why don't we push for that and see if we can get that by the end of this run right here. And if you want some cool incentives to put your donations toward, we do still have that tunic fur and tunic colors incentive, which is open right now. Right now, Spyro is quite in the lead, but if you want to see a Cult of the Land color variation, or Sonic, or Faith, which is the Frame Fatales colors, then make sure to put that in your donation incentives. We also have $25 from Acute Fish. Trans rights, less than 3.
Well, that's a new spot for a turret. I put a turret on the ceiling. I didn't realize you could do that.
Talented. One thing to note about this too is the reason that that it's very tricky to do this if you get low on health is because Cell is actually purposely falling off the map when she first places that first turret, so that she can get it at a height where she can actually jump onto it from the platform. But that also puts her in danger of not only taking damage from falling off the arena, but also from taking damage from these attacks, and also it puts the turret in a place where the wizard's attacks also damage it. So if she falls, has to redo it basically all over again or from a separate part of the arena. Let's get some energy, chat. This is a very, very tough fight, so I believe you got this.
Oh! I was gonna say, what have I spawned into? But okay, I recognize the pattern now. I was like, that was a little weird. Alright, this seems promising as long as I don't slip.
No slipping. Trifox, no slipping. Sorry, okay. I'm getting my foxes mixed up. There we go, nice.
Oh, that was Rogue Mage Ball. That is the Mage Boss done.
Whew.
Whew, a little bit rough, but you know what? I'll take it. That boss and I have a long history. We do not like each other. Alright, we are going on to... Actually, 219? That's not a bad time. I'll take that. We're gonna go on to the final boss. I'll try and explain a few things, and then I will probably end up going somewhat quiet. There will be a time for donations partway through this specific, just as a heads up. But yeah, final boss time. Let us see how this goes. The final boss and I do not have a good history with each other.
Yes, I've seen Cell do this final boss several times, and it never ceases to be an absolute, very, very difficult boss.
If you had any doubt about how hard this game is, when I was learning this run, I spent about 45 minutes trying to do it, and about an extra 15 just crying, because it's a little bit difficult. But you know what? We can do it.
I believe.
First thing we gotta do is we gotta beat this gunner, who's done a lot of damage to me, and I have just died to a boxer. Ow.
A lot of enemies means a lot of damage. Of course, this is his final gauntlet, though, so this is definitely, intended to be a very difficult part of the run. Especially when you're trying to do it quickly and trying to concentrate damage and trying to handle all these dudes at the same time. Luckily, those mage bombs are there to help chuck down that enemy, while the turrets mostly take care of the smaller enemies so that Cell can grab that battery and open the door.
And who likes hamster balls, chat?
It is time for the spin emotes. Get your spin emotes ready.
Let's get all the spin emotes in chat, as we get to roll around an electric hamster ball and just destroy everything in our path. We are invincible. We're gonna go along this way. We're gonna path along. There'll be a little platforming section where we're gonna bounce along in this ball. There's the big bad guy. He's very angry because we're catching up to him. Little does he know we're about to come, beat him, and get it back. But yeah, now would be a great time. You've got about, I'd say, a minute and a half for some donations, and let's get those spin emotes, chat.
Yes, let's see those spinning emotes in chat. We have $240, a follow-up from Fox, that promise earlier where he says, "Hi, it's Tunic Fox here again, throwing in my $200 as promised, plus tax, of course, for the cosplay of me, Tunic Fox. Good luck to all the runners during the rest of the marathon. Also, we're really close to 30K total now. Whoa, we can do it, I'm sure. We are really close. We're about $600 away from 30K, which it would be amazing if we could get that by the end of this run. So let's keep those donations coming in. We do have a new incentive open as well for the QT game later on today. It's Unlock Quack Mode, which if you're not sure what that is, our runner P-Call is going to make a duck quack sound every time a duck is picked up in the final level. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be really funny. We have a goal of $2,000 for that. And again, that's for the game QT later on, Unlock Quack Mode. We also have our bid war for the fur and tunic colors for our tunic run, which is coming up next. And right now, Spyro is still in the lead. We have Lamb, like as in Cult of the Lamb, color scheme is in second place, and then followed by Sonic and Faith. So make sure to add those to your donations, add those incentives if you want to participate in the bid war. We also have $25 from Ada. Shout out to Katie for introducing me to GDQ. Good luck to all the runners.
Yeah. All right, and we are now at the final boss, and he has built this amazing contraption that he apparently needed our TV remote to control. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jump off the platform, because this is what you do when you fight a boss, right? Interesting.
That's what I do.
That did not work as intended. All right, there we go. Interesting. I see it. Okay, I'm using my mouse here to assist a little bit, along with controller, make that a little bit more consistent, I found. And we need to destroy all 4 of these arms for phase 1. Usually this goes not too badly. I just need to not die. That would be ideal. Phase
Just
2.
like with the other bosses, this is very, very difficult. A lot of different things going on here. And trying to manage using mouse controls just to aim a little bit better while dodging all the things this boss is throwing at you.
Boss is cooperating. That was a pretty decent phase 1. Alright, chat. Are you ready for phase 2? The hardest part of this run.
Definitely need your energy for this.
All the energy. Alright, I can do it. Semi-serious time here.
Yeah, so one thing also you might have missed is that Cell did a little quick save at the beginning of the first phase of the boss to skip a door opening animation. That was a very quick, if you blinked, you probably missed that skip. And right here at the beginning, the boss chose murder. But luckily the checkpoint here is at the beginning of the second phase as opposed to the beginning of the first phase. So honestly, that might have been nice just to be able to get some little extra health there. Cell's essentially trying to brute force here, doing damage to these lasers. But they are mean. And there's lots of things going on here. The arena is dropping out, making it very, very difficult to get to where she wants to be, to hit the parts of the boss that need to be damaged right now. And if that wasn't enough, the boss is throwing rockets and also little enemies to deal with. So far, Cell is doing a very, very great job keeping up here, even though her health is getting a little bit dicey. It's still doing pretty okay. The boss is very, very close to being dead. Oh, this is going to be so hype if she gets in here, chat.
Oh no, I'm dead. Okay.
Oh, that was
I
so
slipped.
close.
One nice thing that the devs did do, even though this fight is really hard, is they've programmed all of these little individual enemies to drop, like the small ones, to drop health in phase 2. So it is hard, but like I said, it is also fair. So if you're curious in checking out this game, like we need more runners. I would love to see more, especially more women running this, because currently I'm the only one. So come check out the game, come join. Great community. The devs are amazing.
Yeah, and it's just really
We
fun.
got some good resources as well for learning it.
Yeah.
Also foxes.
Nice mage
Can
bomb.
you be mad, foxes? I'm gonna actually
Oh,
take the risk
sneaky,
and go
sneaky
around
fox
back
indeed.
here.
And
And we're gonna just break the inner crystal. There we go. Time is coming up in just a moment. Bye-bye, big bad guy. And there's our TV remote back.
yay, we got
Look
the
at that.
remote back.
right, and time is going to be when the screen goes black after entering the portal, and time.
Ah, GG, nicely done. That boss is very, very scary.
GG.
So,
there we go. And as we can see, Trifox is very angry because look, his TV is broken. He has his T remote, but no TV. So if you want to get Trifox TV, get this game, play it, and figure out how you get the TV fixed. Because that's a whole other category. But yeah, if you want to check me out, actually, what was my time? That felt like a really good time. I'm curious.
it seems like 1:13:48.
Oh, is that a new PB?
Oh.
I don't know. It might be. I'm not sure. It's very close if it isn't.
It was a very, very good run, regardless.
Yeah. So anyway, so if you want to check me out, you can find me on Twitch at selcouthmind. I am also doing another run later this week at Frostbite Hells on Friday during Rhythm Block. I get the honor of starting off Rhythm Block by doing Spin Rhythm XD. That's going to be a super fun showcase. You're not going to want to miss that. So hopefully I'll see you there. And Rody, is there anything you want to shout out quickly?
No, just thank you for having me here, and thank you everybody from donating, and I'm so ready to see the upcoming runs.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you, selcouthmind, for that fantastic Trifox run. What an amazing speed run that was. And thank you, audience, for all your wonderful donations helping out Malala Fund, which is truly an amazing cause. We have $25 from M the Marvelous. So many adorable foxes telling amazing tales. And that's tales spelled Tails. Love it. Yes, let's send in some great fox puns for our next fox run, which is going to be Tunic. And with that, my time with you today as host has come to an end. Thank you so much for watching, for donating, for chatting, for sharing this stream with your friends. Fear not, though, day 2 of Frostbite Hells has only just begun. We have some fantastic speedruns coming up for you, like Tunic, which is coming up right next by the incredible Carrarium that you guys all donated so generously to get that amazing Tunic cosplay incentive met. So Carrarium will be wearing a Tunic cosplay thanks to you. And don't forget, this is your last chance to donate towards that fur and tunic color bid war. You have until the beginning of the Tunic run to get your donations in for that bid war. So don't forget, when you're donating, click Add Incentives and then click Add Again before clicking the final donate button. I'll be back on Friday for a couple of exciting runs of some amazing 2D platformers, Grease and Sheepo. And in the meantime, we are going to take a short break while I leave you in the amazingly talented hands of your next host, Pippi in a top hat. So please stretch, hydrate, and we will be back in just a moment after this short break. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, to Frost Fatales 2023. I hope y'all are keeping nice and cozy today, because, after all, what could be cozier than your favorite runners crushing some of your favorite games and raising an astounding amount of money for Malala Fund? Astounding indeed. We've almost hit $30,000, and I would love it if I could just see that tick up. Come on, we can make that 30,000. I'm so sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Pippi in a top hat, and I have been given the honorable position as your humble host for our next few runs. Coming up next, I hear we have an adorably epic tunic run performed by one genuine fox, Cararium. But first, I'm told we have some donations to read. You know, just while they're getting set up, only my favorite part of the event. I have $25 here from M the Marvelous, who says, so many adorable foxes telling amazing tales. And thank you for spelling it like a pun. It's very cute. Thank you. There are going to be many foxes. Thank you, everyone, for helping us meet that incentive to turn our runner into a fox. And if you're not quite done with animals, we do have more animal incentive yet to meet, because QT, which will be just a few runs from now, has a $2,000 incentive to be met for quack mode. The runner gonna quack. There's a lot of ducks. I'm told there are many ducks. There's many foxes, and then there's gonna be many ducks, but they are all friends and everything will be wonderful. But we are currently at just over $500 out of 2,000. So I think we can get the rest of the way there, don't you, chat? I believe in us. But we also do need to hear from some of the other wonderful people who make these events possible. And those include some wonderful sponsors. If you haven't yet seen the adorable Frost Fatales collection from the Yeti, allow me to introduce you. The Yeti is an official sponsor of Frost Fatales 2023 and have been supporting Games Done Quick events since 2011. They have helped raise over $2 million for charity along GDQ's side, and you can help out too by checking out www.theyeti.com, where a portion of all your purchases will go straight to Malala Fund. Frost Fatales is also presented by Frame Fatales, an all-women community for those who are interested in speedrunning, charity events, and gaming in general. In addition to our two flagship events, Frost Fatales and Flame Fatales, we have a supportive community Discord with activities year-round, including Game of the Month and randomizer events. If you are a woman and would like to join the Frame Fatales Discord server, DM the @FrameFatales Twitter account or the GDQ Instagram account, or send an email to framefatales@gamesdonequick.com. All women, cis, trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming, are welcome to join. A couple more words from you lovely audience members. I can't believe I get to hang out with y'all for all this time today, but we have $25 from a gender fox. Or is it a gender fox? I'm confused about the gender of this fox, but they sent in $25 with no comment. Thank you very much. Foxes supporting foxes. Also $25 from Anonymous. Also no comment. Thank you for your generosity. You don't need to be verbose to help out charity. We also have $100 from Sanjan, who says, "Woot woot!" Thank you, thank you. Many thank yous all around. We are so close to that 30K, everyone. According to my screen. Now, I'm not great at math, especially not off the top of my head, but we are currently at $29K and $418. So that's, just carry the 7. That's really close. It's a small number. I believe in y'all. And if you want quacks, you can donate for quacks, and it also will get us closer to 30K. No matter what incentive you pick, it will get us closer to that 30K, which is a good reminder that you definitely should be picking an incentive if you are planning to donate to Malala Fund today, because we would love to meet some of our incentives, and we have also upcoming bid wars and other fun things that you can explore. For our upcoming run, we still do have tunic fur/tunic colors for you to pick from. Spyro is currently in the lead, but come on, we're speedrunners and we're not picking Sonic? Sonic is an option, and Sonic is losing. How has this happened? Come on, everyone. I believe in you. I believe in you. All of our donations today are going to Malala Fund, which is a wonderful cause and is definitely worth your time and attention and, of course, generosity. So remember that all donations that come in are, in fact, helping out in many ways. And I have heard that there might be a fox. We might have a fox loose in the studio. That sounds unfortunate, but also the tunic run is ready. Let's hear it for Carrarium.